Xochicalco, situated in Morelos state of Mexico, a few miles to the southwest of the city of Cuernavaca, is a very important piece of history in the area. Hello, welcome to Xochicalco. This is about an hour and a half from the city of Cuernavaca in Morelos state of Mexico. I came from that side and I climbed these set of pyramids to show you what the main structure looks like. It's a very impressive structure built by the pre-colonial civilizations, the Native American civilizations, way back many centuries. I'll provide you specifics. This is the first platform of this complex. Some beautiful ruins, some interesting architecture. You can see the surrounding views. There's nothing much around this place, just some mountains showing in the dry season. It's a nice day here. It's about 83 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 28.5 Celsius. For these people, it's pretty warm, so they don't like coming outside in the heat or sun much. But this is perfect for me. I just got down from that pyramid and I'm now taking a walk in the center of the complex before I move on further towards the north. Once again, that is the pyramid that I was on. I took a walk past the center, came over here, and now I'm showing you what the view is like from the top of this hill. There's a lake in the distance. I'll type the name of it to you later on. And here's the view of the surrounding mountains and some more ruins in this area. It's pretty warm, but it looks like some people are now kind of getting a little brave enough to follow me. After making a turn up to the north, I'm showing you the view of this area from the western end of this complex. You can see that there are other people now and they're trying to copy the same game, but that's what this place is for, among many other reasons. So let's take a minute to soak in the beauty of this beautiful place. Yep, that's me. I'm going to go back down the stairs now and attempt to get up to the top of those big pyramids. The steps are pretty steep. Now I've got my lens set at 0.5 to show you a panorama view of what this place looks like. Yep, overlooking the same complex. That's where my introduction video was made from. I took that path, took a picture of those ruins, showed you the lake, then I climbed that ruin, showed you the view of this pyramid, then I came back down, climbed up that way, along that ramp, up the stairs. Now I'm here at the foot of this pyramid. I'm going to try going to the top, and hopefully the views are going to be worth the effort. Oh well, it says no passing and no climbing, so I guess it's not going to work out, but that's what it looks like. I came up from the complex, which is down there, and I came over here, further up north, to go to the next complex, which is situated not too far from here. These pyramids are for some reason off limits, so I can't climb these. But I do see that there are some handrails over there in the distance. Hopefully I can climb those. Everything is high-tech nowadays. Everything is digital in this world, so now there are no more information boards. There are instead these barcodes that you have to scan with your phone to get more information on. So this is supposedly a cave, and this was home to a statue that was destroyed during an earthquake. This is at the base of the big pyramid. Continuing my path up to the north and sharing my views with you. Looking towards the west, towards the north, towards the east, and towards the south, which is where I came from. Catching a quick break at the shade of the tree. You can see that everything is taped off in order to preserve this piece of architecture in its entirety. So people are not permitted to go into places they're not authorized to be in. Having come from there and taken a break underneath that tree, I'm now walking towards this open area to see what the view looks like past these ropes. Some more ruins cordoned off, and some mountains in the distance as I pan towards the south and the west. Okay, heading back up to the north on this trail, and hopefully into the complex to the left, and back up this way to check out some of the sightings. Having come from there, taken a break underneath that tree, checked out the view from that area, and having come this way, I'm now excited to see what lies ahead. I mentioned earlier, every single thing here is digitized. There is not a single information board on this place, on the premises, except right at the main entrance. The government has done a fantastic job in preserving the integrity of this place and making sure that people are technologically sound in order to be able to access information that they need. I came from up there, and I am right here seeing the first board of this complex. It talks about the cistern in this facility. Showing you the whole cistern and the complex in view before heading up that way towards the center of your screen, right over there. Okay, the cistern, this moat-like structure, and now I'm headed up there, up to the top. On the way to the top is this information board about the Temescali, which is like a bathing structure So that's the Temescali that I showed y'all. And this is the gorgeous view to the northwest. Now the tall mountains you can see in the distance belong to the state of Toluca. We'll move on to the next structure after getting a few pictures at this location. So here is some information about this polychrome altar structure. Here's the view, and let's go check it out. It's been reconstructed, but you can see that there's some blue, orange, and different colors involved in the construction of this facility because of the abundance of a variety of minerals in this soil. Looking from the structure back outside towards the northwest and the bathing spot. Having visited that area, I am now on my way, finally, up the ramp to that complex. This is the path towards the Temple of the Engraved Snakes, and this is the Acropolis. That's what we saw from down there. Let's take a look at the temple. Okay, climbing these steep stairs up. Climbed up that point, looking behind me, and now fixing to go that way. Okay, this is a very unique and fascinating maze of walls that are left behind. Some of them have obviously been renovated and some of them are intact. To give you all an update, I started from over there, came up around that way, around that area, and then came up this way, where I'm at now. Some information about the Acropolis. Looking towards the west, panning around to the east, and showing you those bedrooms that this board talks about. Walking around the Acropolis now, turning from the west to the south and looking over into the Acropolis. I'll do a quick 360-degree view. This is the Acropolis. This is the lower level, the view facing towards the west. This is the multicolored building that we saw. That is the path that I came on. That is the mountains to the east, and back looking towards the south over the Acropolis. I'll repeat the view in high definition. This is the Acropolis, looking towards the southeast, the south, and towards the southwest now. And now towards the west, on towards the north, and back over the Acropolis. Continuing towards the south with both levels of the Acropolis visible. Yep, I'm walking right along the Acropolis. Came from over yonder, stood there, came over this way, and now heading back towards the area where I said I couldn't climb the pyramids because it was closed off. Okay. Down the path to the southern side of the Acropolis. There's a very interesting tree here. Yep, that's the south side of the Acropolis. We were up there, took the picture over there, came down, showed you that funny tree, and now I'm here on the southeastern corner of the Acropolis. As you can see, there's another QR code board right here on your screen, but nothing else. Okay, this is the view to the southeast. So now you can see the top of the pyramid that I said I couldn't climb up to the top of. This is back towards the observatory and the Acropolis. This is a well-known picture of Xochicalco, the ancient inscriptions that you will find everywhere you look on the internet. Looking back towards the southwest at some of the stones that were left after making these sculptures on the pyramids. So this is the temple, or the pyramid rather, of the plumed serpent that the board told you about. This is the famous carving that you see on the internet, and this is the pyramid on the southwest side of it. Yes, I am climbing these stairs. Very steep, but I'll do it anyway. And this is what the inside of the temple looks like right now, looking towards the east. I don't want to get too close because if I drop anything, I won't be able to recover the object. As you can see, the sign says. So this is the view from the top of the Temple of the Plumed Serpent. This is supposedly the Pyramid of the Stars. The Temple of the Snake is behind me. That's exactly what it is. Let's go check out the courtyard on the top. Yes, that's me again, climbing to the top. It's a neat little courtyard with quite the view and intrigue and significance given its proximity with the Temple of the Plumed Snake. Now, as you can see in the distance, there's the observatory and the Acropolis that I just passed through. They used to light fires for ceremonial events, and this is where they used to have their celebrations for different festivities in the open air with beautiful views. To summarize the trip, the view at the center of your screen is of the pyramid that I first climbed. After doing that, I checked out the quadrangle over in the southern half. Thought I could climb up this pyramid, but could not. Hence, I completed a loop over there, came up north, followed this trail to the east, and then took a break underneath that tree, showed you all the views of that area. Then I continued up north, kept going, eventually ending up at the place where the bath happens. Showed you all the northwest views, the observatory, and then went up towards the Acropolis, went around that, came over here to the east, showed you all that quadrangle, which includes the Temple of the Plumed Snake, and then came up here right now to the top of the stars, Temple of the Stars, which includes this pit of fire that is used for ceremonial celebrations. And with that, this complete loop is done. This is the view of the area, the southwest area of this complex. Yep, looking towards the southwest as I walk north. That's me in view, looking towards the northwest and all the areas that we covered. Back down the stairs. Towards the north. Last look at the view of the south before heading back up north and towards the exit. By southern portions, by Temple of the Stars, and by Temple of the Snakes, the Plumed Snake rather. Time to head on out. Alright, I'm now at the northern end, so bye Acropolis, bye multicolored complex. Heading back down, back to the cistern, and continuing further to the east. That is the bedroom complex towards the east that the board told you about. And after seeing this area and completing the whole area to the left or south, I'm now headed down towards the observatory ground before I head out. So here's some information about the observatory, and I'm gonna head that way to see if what I see matches what's written. This is a field where the pelota game was played. This is a very cruel game because the prize was not something anybody wants. So winning the game was actually undesirable. Winning the game meant that you'd be sacrificed as a martyr to the gods. So there's the field. There is the sloping sides, which basically is the old time equivalent of what we call bleachers nowadays. And the goal was to compete with other athletes and throw a very heavy stone ball into that hole from a distance. Thank goodness I don't have to play the game now. And the only reason I'm walking on this field right now is to get closer to the structure and show you the size of that little orifice in the stone. It's about a foot. I can't cross anymore, but it's about maybe, well, that's my foot. So it's a little more than a foot, maybe 35 centimeters. Yep. The circles are behind me now, and I'm continuing further towards the west. Turn around here because I've hit a dead end. The door is locked and it says no passing, so I guess I'll just have to turn back around and keep going. This is the entrance to the observatory. This is where they used to look at the sun and estimate the time and the weather based on openings in the roof. Unfortunately, I can't go in now because it's closed, but this supposedly used to be the entrance. Okay, I'm going to say my final goodbyes to this place before I head out on that way. Passing the field one more time on the way out. Having explored all of that, now I'm making my final way on towards the exit. It's a steep and nice trail. Not too bad for a nice warm-up after spending some time taking some pictures and learning to get some circulation going and get all the information that you got and all the views processed into the mind with some additional blood circulation. The last stretches of the ruins at the northern end before I finally hit the road. At the exit just in time for closing. This was an awesome experience. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, and would like to see more like these, then please feel free to navigate to my page, find the subscribe button in the top right corner, and click on it. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon.